Fatal5 and Garbage Truck face off. We did start a few minutes late. Fatal5 managed to pick up the next round. They went ahead and went over to CT, and they picked up the first 2 rounds. And now looks like we are going to see first full buy from both teams. We are going to see Garbage Truck pick up all AKs, grabbing a few nades here and there, some utilities, mostly utilities. I didn't see any fragment grenades go out, but on the other hand, we're going to see Fatal5 be able to pick up several rounds. And for this game, we have DDP, Colt, Imminent, along with Fuku, versus Janak, then Gaines, Monster, and Loki, and Torment. So we're going to see a pretty standard setup for Overpass. We're going to see once again on the back of A2 pushing we're going to see 2 Fatal5 members stay on B waiting for that push. Contested by Garbage Truck. Great Imminent is going to be able to pick up Dormant along with Loki. That's going to bring it down into 2K there. He's only going to have 18 HP and ultimately 2 Loki picking up the kill. Colfer now going to take down Gaines, bringing it into a 2v3, and it looks like the bomb is going to now rotate across connector. Monster going to get a nice dirty spray taking on GDP TS through the bomb site. He's going to bring it down into 2v2 after Ronster takes that kill. He's going to be left with 2 HP and quickly eliminated by Snoopy. To hop off. And we'll push with Colfer. That push and then follow up with a second, taking down Snoopy for the 2K. Getting their first win up on the scoreboard. Garbage Truck is going to go ahead and take that round. It does look like Fatal5 going to stay on an eco here. Coming out of that 3rd round. Really going to destroy their eco as we see Garbage Truck taking them down. We're going to see 5-7 Deagle. No, 3 5-7s. 2 5-7s, a Deagle, P250, and a USBS staying out there. No defuse gets bought. Is going to be full save off of gear. And that is going to cost them as Ronster is able to take Snoopy down. A push on. Push through tunnels. We see one pushing through mouth here. Or pushing through distracting Colfer, but he's going to be taken down by Torment, and Preeminent in the back of Lawnmower there is going to be able to take down Gaines. We're just going to see a nice hold here after getting that bomb down. That's going to be a 2v4 as both Fatal5 members are very far apart from each other on the map. They can't get a joint push going, so it looks like they're just going to stay back on the save. And we are going to see Preeminent just waiting in the back of long A or upper, checking restrooms. And we're going to see his second member, Fuku, joining up with him for that save. Knowing one is pushing the back of A. Can't find anything happening. And that's going to bring it up to 2 versus 2 up, or 2-2-2 up on the scoreboard. Fatal5 and Garbage Truck facing off. Interesting strategy here as we see. Looks like Fatal5 is going to go ahead and save. Another almost full save, but Preeminent going to be a little rich there. He is going to go ahead and pull the AK for his team along with the defense kit and armor. Interesting strategy here. Not really saving with his team and staying back, but going to go full buy as the rest of the team saves. I'm almost curious if that was an accident. Going to see on connector. Torment is going to punish that. Looking for the 3K. He is going to find it. What a great play here with 1 HP to spare. Putting that Galil AR to good use. And after that nice 3K, that's going to bring it down into a 5v2. On Garbage Truck, it's going to be heavily damaged. It's not going to stop Janak from pulling a kill here. Now bringing it into a 1v4. Going to have a decent hold. C2 pushing over to connector, trying to get onto that site. And even though it's not going to matter, we're going to see Janak pull the kill. It's going to be Garbage Truck pulling yet another 4. Or making the difference 1 up on the scoreboard. And now finally we're going to see Fatal pull out. Big buy here. We're going to see an op come into the game and It's going to be contested by Gaines with an op on his side. Now, the only difference we really see in these buys here is Garbage Truck are going to have a little bit more utilities and several mollies and fragment grenades out there. But I'm not sure how much that's going to help them, as they've seemed to be doing pretty well. Just firefights basing off of, you know, one-on-one fights with their guns. They've been able to win quite effectively, and that's allowing them to pull ahead here. Then again, you did see Fatal5 as the last 2 rounds that they lost on the Eco. It's going to be a slow push from Garbage Truck as they kind of work their way from Lower Parks and Connector, trying to feel out where they want to be or where the enemy is so they can push up. Now they're just going to creep through bathrooms along with Lower Park, getting some trades from several players. Looks like that was going to be preeminent, shooting some shots off from bathroom there. Now it does look like it's going to be a stack coming from Garbage Truck, waiting to push on the site. They're going to smoke it up here. Get it nice and hazy before the push. Have a nice angle off of that. But ultimately, another smoke going to pop out. 2 more going to come. That's going to block his angle as Preeminent comes around to sandwich them. It's going to be a full rotate coming from Fatal5, and Eminent is going to be takes down Gaines, watching the back there. Monster going to be able to pick up the kill on Snoopy, watching B. It's going to bring it down into a 4v3. It could go, or no, excuse me, a 4v4. It could go either way here. The CTs are going to go for the Ninja with 3 players still up on the playing field. Betray's going to go out all across the map, bringing it into a 2v2. Corbin and Gnak going to get to the bomb just a bit too late as he pulls out the double. We are going to see Fatal5 pick up the win. See here, Fatal5 is just going to take the lead a slight bit in that round after picking up that win. And they're going to be able to pick up some money. Get another slow push through Upper Parks, but it's going to be punished by Fuku as he's staying in the back of Connector, getting a double kill before Gaines manages to stop him, but it's going to be too little too late as we see it brought down into a 4v2, and both Garbage Truck members are going to be split up with the bomb down in Restroom Connector. Monster not even going to make his way into Connector quite yet, trying to wait for that push off. Find those players being a little greedy, but it's just not going to happen. Connector. We're going to see Preeminent be able to push through long, and I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Torment was trying to watch that cafe corner, but not even paying attention to the long A push as he shut down. It's going to bring it into a 1v4 as we see Ronster just sneaking up on A. But he is going to be presented right out in front. Doesn't matter as he's able to counter-terrorists win. Preeminent is going to win it for Fatal5 as he takes him down. Split off of G-Truck. Sports Lawnmower. Grab a quick smoke out of A and now rotating back and joining his team. We're going to see a full push come out of the tunnel. Looking to get on that B bomb site, but it is going to be a Fatal5 stack on to A. They're playing very far up on the site, watching that tunnel push. Will we see Garbage protecting this type of gameplay? And it looks like after spotting that push off his tunnel, they're going to be able to take it around, taking down Mouth, but GTB is going to pick up the double as Colfer takes down Foreman. That's going to bring it into 2v3. The bomb is going to be down on site, but not planted, and GTB is going to pick up a third as he peeks around the corner. And ultimately, that's going to be a nice win coming from Fatal5, pulling just a slight lead here from Garbage Truck. Snoopy going in to max out his buy here as he takes that op along with the Tech 9. On Garbage Truck, we're going to see a full rifle buy. Going to be very slow here. As we see G-Truck just staying on the back of playground, almost looking to push down. Just creep around party in lower parts, waiting for that push. But once again, we see Fatal5 stacking two players in the connector restroom, along with Long, kind of watching both angles at once. But they aren't going to spot that rotate. With that smoke going out, it's going to be a very, very quiet push onto A. Pushes in, he's going to be able to do a substantial amount of damage to Fuku, dropping him to 30. Ultimately going to go down in a little bit of team friendly fire there coming from Garbage Truck. But now it looks like they're going to look to clear on A as Ronson's going to punish them with a nice kill with that AK-47 combination on GTB. Now we're going to see Ronster flank around the back. Able to dink both players for quite a lot of damage. Snoopy going to be dropped down to 34 HP with preeminent. Going to see here go out distracting Snoopy, distracting Ronster as Snoopy takes him down. That's going to bring it down into a 1v2. It's going to be G-Truck sided as Snoopy looks to pick up HP, but no. Garbage Truck going to manage to pick up the round before the bomb goes down. Off of that aggressive push coming from Snoopy, that's going to put the score up to 5-4 coming into the 10th round. And now we're going to see an aggressive push coming from Janak off of B. He's taking it. We're going to see GTB just take some slight damage. Very spread out from Garbage Truck. One on connector, one looking to push lower parks as two stay back of control. Now, looks like it's going to be your best that connector push comes out. We're going to see boosted for the kill onto Snoopy. But wants to spot this corner camp. Almost know he's there. They take on GDB. It's going to be a country coming from the terrorist side. File all four players in before Fuku pulls the 5-7 out to grab a headshot on. And Fuku going to work with that 5-7, pulling a second. And Preeminent also going to follow in his footsteps using the pistol as well, bringing it down into a 1v1 with that shot, just knowing where low-key is. He's just going to try to pre-fire and now use some nades to his advantage. Nade only going to blink him for 2 HP. That's not even going to pull out a shot as he pushes around. That's going to tie it back up 5-5 up on the scoreboard. No, we're going to see a nice 2-3 split coming from Garbage Truck as 3. Train tracks. He's not going to be able to pick up a double on Colfer, allowing for the entry coming from. That's going to bring it down into a 3v5. Should be a relatively easy entry coming in. No Snoopy first going to take down Roster. Before being taken down by Janak. This round so far, we're going to see Fuku along with Eminent on the flank of the page here. Gnak pulling every kill so far this round for Garbage Truck is only going to be dropped to half of his health. It's going to be a very good trade for him. And the bomb's just going to be ticking away as we see Fatal5 go for the save. Rotating out of Lawnmower and staying in the back of Playground. He's going to get a little greedy with a risky push on the Lawnmower. And going to check. Waiting for a peek at the end of the round. We're just not going to find it. And that's going to bring it into 5-6 coming out of the 11th round. Garbage Truck in the lead. Now an early push coming from Fatal5 as they smoke out Statue, taking full control over Lower Park. That's going to change things up greatly for them as they are able to pick up gains early. Very crucial player for this T side. That's going to quickly drop it down into 5-4 and split up Garbage Truck. As we see push coming out of Mouth, Snoopy going to shut it down. Ron following behind. It's going to be a full stack coming from the C in the back of A and on B. Great defense coming from Fatal5. But no, we are going to see Garbage Truck manage to flash and smoke the site, getting the bomb down. A hidden tactic to get the bomb down without the mirror. Quite a lot more difficult as it takes on Snoopy and GTB. Going to push him, both picking up a kill, and Eminent going to finish it out. Man, very close game so far as it's brought down into a 6-6. Fatal5 picking up the defuse.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Back on A, trying to play it safe. Waiting for that long A push. Rotate around on the B as smokes come out of the smoking out the site. Roster going to now push in and catch GTB hiding in the back of Toxic. Guys, Eminent tries to get grenades out, weakening Garbage Truck, but they're still going to manage to get brought into a 5v4 scenario. Players Fatal5 are going to look at with water here. It's going to work out effectively as Fuku and Colfer both pick up kills and gains, now realizing he needs to get back onto the site. It's going to be Eminent going to be able to pick up both of them, but no, Gain's going to be able to stop it, taking down two players off of that defuse. That's going to bring it into both players going down off of that bomb with such low HP. Garbage Truck ultimately going to pick up the win. Once again, very connect Fatal5 versus Garbage Truck. 6-7. We are going to see Garbage Truck. It's a relatively decent eco. They're going to pick up several wins. They aren't going to have much to spare as they come into this round with full AK buy. With that 5-7, we saw him do a great amount of work the last couple of rounds on B. with the pistol. Looks like he's going to go for it again, trying to save maybe for an off. Now push from garbage truck. A lot of nice headshot on Janak, shutting down the momentum coming from using this once again as a very clean defensive. And then drop back. They're going to play as they don't have their full team push. Spots are going to be a crucial player for him now to take on GTB. We're going to see coming in for the push, but no, going to be sprayed down through the smoke by Low Key. That's going to bring it down into 2v1 as Preeminent looks to get onto the site. Sit on site as a joint push coming from Torment and Low Key. Both going to eliminate him with relative ease. Looks like that's going to push Fatal5 back onto an eco. Most players are going to have below 2,200 money, and it looks like it's going to be a full pistol buy. 2 Deeks, 257s, and 75. Now, most are going to buy armor too. Going to trade their defuse kits for some nades. That may help them on the defense. It's going to be a full stack to B, knowing Garbage Truck has been liking the B site the past couple of rounds. They were very right, as we see a full stack of Garbage Truck. But now they're thinking a little differently. It looks like they're going to rotate off the back of Lawnmower, just creeping in. Not wanting Fuku to hear them push through off of that connector. Not going to push in. Now we can test. And we are going to see staying in the back of the connector. Really spot that, or staying in the back of B. We're going to see a trade go out here. Fuku and Torment both going to trade. Taking down Janak and Fuku. It's going to bring it down to a 4v4 as Torment. No one is going to go down yet. That deagle has been a relatively effective save so far. It's brought down to a 3v4 after that third shot. Now Loki going to push through, bringing it back into a 3v2 as they look to once again push on the side. This guy's going to be staying in construction as Loki blasts the bomb relatively close to the pillar. Loki spots that toxic player. He's going to flash out. Now gains to take two players, Snoopy and Colfer, as they look to get greedy on the canal. It's now going to bring it into a 1v2. It's a great save, or eco so far from Fatal5, as he's bringing it back into a 1v5, but he's only going to have, or they both are going to HP, and we are going to see Gaines be able to eliminate him after trying to fake defuse. Push Garbage Truck ahead. And that's going to be the half there, as we see Garbage Truck and Fatal5. It's going to be 9-6 as Garbage Truck pushes on to the CT side. We'll be right back as we wait for the next round to start. Oh, but no, it is going to come right back here. Going to head into the second half. Garbage Truck versus Fatal5. It was a great first half as we saw them neck and neck up until both having 6 wins. Garbage Truck was able to pull the lead, winning 3 consecutive rounds on the terrorist side. And all 3 of those rounds, they did push B. So we did see Fatal5's B defense not be very effective. They were absolutely dominated. Be honest. Now we're going to see how things work out. Fatal5 takes the offensive. There are 2 players. Right, back going to be able to pull one before Sloppy takes him down and is going to push straight through with Fuku as he takes down Gaines. That's going to bring it into a 3v3 scenario on this Pistols match. Snoopy going to be able to get a nice headshot on him. It's going to allow a push to the A site, or so they thought, as GNAC takes them down, and Bronzer also going to be there as we see Snoopy very blinded. That he's going to be able to eliminate. Now Fuku going to be the only player remaining with the bomb in hand. He's going to be flashed with 24 HP. He's going to be pushed back, and that incendiary might just do him in coming from Ronster. That's going to force him to push back, and he's going to be taken down by that incendiary. Great game sense coming from Ronster, knowing he must have been low, popping out that incendiary just to finish the job with no casualties taken. Very safe play coming from Garbage Truck, picking up yet another win, coming straight into this half. We are going to see Fatal5 favoring the CZ75s, but relatively typical buy. So they have 3. CZ75s, typically we only see 1. It's going to be a nice boost coming from Garbage Truck. Off of lower parks, trying to watch battle. It's going to be a full-fledged connector yet again coming from Fatal5 as they now look to storm Restroom in lower parks. It's just going to be a loud push as they take down low-key. Gain's going to be there to stop 1, but 4 more are still going to be in behind them, and they aren't going to be shut down as it's brought down into a 2v4. The remaining 2 Garbage Truck players are trying to get onto that site, but just don't manage. As smokes go out to defend that push, you're going to see GNAC with the MP7. And he is going to be able to make something happen, taking down Fuku. But will Ronster be able to do the same with that P90? We're going to just here as Eminent is able to take down Ronster. Are going to see Fatal5 pick up a win after many losses in a row. It's going to be very crucial for them to get back into this game and try to tie it back up and maybe take the lead from G-Truck. We saw quite a reverse as G-Truck actually bought there. It's not going to be very good for them as they lost that round. They're not going to be forced to do a full P250 by less than 1,000 money each. Now we're going to see Fatal5 with the advantage on the eco. Pulling out as it's going to be a full push coming from G-Truck trying to get there, but it's not going to work in their favor. That's are going to work out, bringing it down into a very quick 1v5. The only player remaining is going to be GNAC on the CT side, staying in the back of the connector. He's going to be able to find 1 on GTB, but once again, Fatal5 is going to be able to pick up the win as they grab their momentum and take the lead on Garbage Truck. And still, we are going to now see Fatal5 be able to move on to their rifle buys, and G-Truck's still going to be back on about 3,000 money and lower on either, or for any player. But knowing that they must have such low eco, we are going to see Fatal5 save another, trying to build up that eco. Flash coming out in another attempt at that push. We're going to see it go a little bit better as they pick up 2 kills, but once again brought down into 1v3 very quickly. And that's going to be Gain staying in the back of Lower Park once again, trying for that 1v3 clutch. Fatal5 going to take the safe route as they push 2 around long A. 1 is going to be watching Restroom Connector, and we're going to see Colfer on party with the FAMAS. And just going to spot that creep across the restrooms. As it's a race here, Gaines trying to get onto site before the remaining 2 players. He is going to be able to light GTB to 1 HP, but it's not going to be enough as Fuku comes in for the kill. Taking him down very close. Now that's going to make the difference 1 yet again as Fatal5 looks to come back. They're playing very strong on this T side. And as we saw Garbage Truck in the second round of this half go for the buy and then lose it when we saw Fatal5 still on the early pistol. That put them quite ahead as they were then able to go onto SMGs. Garbage Truck went down. Now we are going to see Fatal5's GTB leave the game. It is going to be a pause here. And it looks like he may try to reconnect, maybe having some connection issues, or they might have a fill-in coming in for Fatal5 as he has to leave. we'll be right back in just a moment when the game has restarted. So it's been a very interesting round so far. We see early in the half, they were neck and neck all the way to the 6th round. Garbage Truck then was able to pull the lead and pick up 3 rounds before the half got over, bringing it into 9-6. But now coming into the second half, we see Fatal5 with a rough start, and ultimately they were able to pick up a win on the second Pistols round as Garbage Truck had the SMGs. That's going to be very crucial for them as it puts their eco quite far ahead, and from there they were able to pull several more rounds. Now we're at the 10-9 on the scoreboard. We're looking to come in to the 20th round, but we saw a leave coming from GTB, and they're just trying to get things situated here. So we will be right back when they get started. Into the game now, as we see the match rejoining back in. Really see James only pulled a pistol there, but no, he is going to have the op just spotted on the overlay there that he only had a pistol. So just been a trade there by his team. They really like the as able to take down preeminent. That's turning into a quick 3 or 4v. But Snoopy gonna come out with that op, taking down GNAC with a clean headshot off of Toxic. What a great play. And now it's gonna be full rotate coming from G-Truck as they look to defend the B bomb site. The bomb is gonna be down just next to on the back of Fatal5. Pick up the bomb. They're going to go for the B site, planting in the corner there. Default as Ronster peeks out, hearing that defuse. It almost looked like it was going to be a fake from Colfer, but he just couldn't get off. Now going to be a 1v3. It looks like Snoopy may just drop back with that op, waiting for the save, as there's no need to waste yet another life in this 1v3. And that was an absolutely beautiful hold from G-Truck. We saw an early push coming from Fatal5, very aggressive, very risky, and ultimately it's not going to pay off. But Ronster going to get a little greedy, looking for the peek down in Canal, trying to check if that bomb is still there. Maybe they thought that Fatal5 may have been going for the rotate, but the bomb is still back on bridge, and that's going to cost Ronster his life, as Snoopy is able to pick him off through Monster. He's now going to go for a full rotate into the back of T-Spawn, just waiting it out here. As the bomb clicks down, that's going to be G-Truck picking up another one, making a difference too. Pushing G-Truck back into connector. 5 players on each team, still going to be up. Now a clean secure here as Preeminent is able to take down able to eliminate G9. It's going to be a very nice secure coming from T, finally losing their first and second off of the push coming from Low-Key, but that's going to bring it down into a 1v3. And Ronster just going to be waiting in the back of stairs. Now creeping down through underpass. Looks like he may go for a save. For that push, we may see GTB be spotted, but it just doesn't look like there's going to be time. But no, Ronster is going to be able to pick up the kill. Relatively effective save, bringing it 11-10 on the scoreboard. And now that's going to force G-Truck back into a save. Ronster was able to put that in for A1S because they're going to need it this round. They look to defend against this heavy setup coming from Fatal5. 4 rifles and an op coming from Steel. We saw him be effective earlier on the B bomb site. Waiting for that push. Find it. We're going to see Preeminent pick up an early kill on GTB, but that's going to be punished by Low-Key going down. Preeminent picking up the kill on Low-Key, excuse me. As Low-Key takes on GTB. It's going to bring it into a 4v4 as Fatal5 looks to push around onto lower A. We're going to see Torment just staying in the back of B. We do see these C's looking to push onto A yet again for the second round in a row. They trying to clear it out. Some equal rotate coming off of Garbage Truck, looking to push. GNAX sneaking out of the back of Bank. No, down one as Polka follows in his footsteps. He's going to go down as well. It's going to bring it into it.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
He's going to find the kill and get the plant for the extra points. That's going to bring it back into 11-11 up on the scoreboard. Very even match coming from both of these players, or both of these teams. Fatal5 is going to react. They're winning another and tying it back up. Are they going to go for either A? They've seen relatively well at both, being able to catch the score back up to a decent amount. They're going to throw 2 players onto connector, looking to creep up onto lower parks as 3 rotate around onto B, almost faking an A. But now we're going to see G-Truck caught off guard as this bomb looks to go down and going to be regrouped with off of the B plant. We're going to see 2 players. 5 players going to be able to as the bomb is connected. They're going to pick up 1 kill on Low-Key. For getting a clean headshot. And that's going to bring it down into a 3v5. Shut things down very quickly. Now pulling out 2 more. Underneath. We're gonna push him. Taking him down. 4 players still up amongst the team base. And that's gonna leave Fatal5 pulling the lead for the first time in many rounds since they were back at 6-6. But G-Truck is definitely still in this and has a very large chance of taking it all. They can just retweet things as they were on Eco's. Should be able to defend. Well, now ready to go. Slow start to this round as we see Fatal5 staying on the back of connector lower parks with that one. No contesting to be done by G-Truck as they have 2 players playing very far back on A and 1 on the back of long A. That push, but GTB going to be able to take it. tried to take advantage of it. Now brought down before his bomb goes down. Snoopy getting a clean shot on Tormund. Watching the back of A. That's going to leave Target Truck in a very vulnerable situation. Looking to save. They're going to very quickly get the heck out. Pushing on the back of B. Right in T-spawn. One very common save back of Palace there. Might set up a crossfire. Easy push coming from GTB as long as they will pick up that kill. And bring it 11-13, Fatal5. Going ahead a slight bit. But Rocks are going to punish a heavy push coming from GTB as the bomb goes down on B in open view of counter. Now it's going to be a full rotate. One player from GTB looks to flank around. Very, very. That's going to go out, and that's going to allow Fatal5 get onto the site. They aren't going to plant yet. Gina gets a clean kill. Looking for the second, finding Colfer. Almost winning a third. It's going to be brought down into a 1v2. Fuku's going to be the only player remaining. And James gets caught on Fuku's flank, but Fuku's going to jump out of shot to take down Ginac. But finally gains, going to re-engage his target, pulling the round there. Now, as we've seen, this entire game has been neck and neck before. I saw a slight lead coming from G-Truck at the end of the first half, but Fatal5 was ready to shut that down real quick, not liking the way it looked. We brought that into 12-13 on the scoreboard. Both teams playing very hard, really wanting this win. Now they're going to steal 2 points. Two playground and the bomb is going to stay on the back. Now we don't see GT line ping to play up on bathrooms or upper parking. They like to stay very far back on their sites. When it comes to the big side, on B, I have to be around a little aggressive, pushing up in that direction and pushing through mouth a few times, which is very rare to see. But on A side, when it comes to A, once they far back, you see several in bang on the back of dumpster, and maybe one behind the boxes. So that's going to bring it down to 3 Fatal5 members look to start on bathrooms, and one is going to be a flower bed. Loki with 8 HP after getting that lucky kill with the 5-7. You can see him staying very cautious. Force him out of his hiding. Able to take him down. Fatal5 as GTB finds another. He's looking for the third as he puts around Truck, but Torment going to manage to take down Imminent. Bomb goes down. It's going to now bring it down into a 2v2. Relatively even. But GTB going to find his third, taking down Torment. We're going to see Fatal5 manage to clear it up. Not wanting G-Truck to get too close here. They're going to keep that consistent 2-round lead, possibly all the way until the win. Now with low eco, we are going to see G-Truck push back into the eco. Things not going to be looking good for them. They may be trying to play for the overtime here. If they can save this and win it, they may be able to catch a few more. We saw the teams being relatively even when it comes to full buys. Looks like they're going to take the bomb long A. Two players going to be escorting the bomb onto the A site. Oh, Anderson coming down, joined him. Turn comes around the back of long 8. We're only going to see one Fatal 5 member staying on lower parks. Oh, he is going to push through that one. Look, catch that flank coming from the CTs. Takes down another. Kill feeds all the way down as it's running. Manages to pull out that CC-705. This could be it. Fatal 5 securing the tie. But no. Looks like they're going to play cautious and rotate around to the B bomb site, forcing Garbage Truck to retake yet another round. See a slight freeze coming from... He manages to take down Ronster off of that tricky play. We saw Eminent rotating around onto B. And then when G-Truck thought coast was clear, you know, you'd assume both players went to B to guard the recapture. But no, one stayed back in bank, taking down the G-Truck member for the win. Coming from G-Truck as they look to fight for overtime. They're going to manage to take connector from Fatal 5. They're just going to go ahead and swoop right on around with 4 players pushing 3-1. Take down as well. That's going to be wide open for Fatal 5 to get the plant. This could be it. Fatal 5 taking it all. Has been 4v3 scenario play out. It's gonna push Garbage Truck onto the recapture. They're gonna do a relatively decent job as they take down Fuku. Now evening things out. It's just gonna be a as we see GTB able to take down one. GNAC gonna pick up the kill, now bringing it into a 2v2. They're gonna look for the fake confuse as they look to push around long 8. It's gonna bring it down to a 1v1, but no, Snoopy is gonna be able to pick up the kill on Ronster as he takes them down. That is gonna be the win for Garbage Truck. And a great game coming out here. So we will be right back for the next match coming from ESEA momentarily. You guys, stick tight.